Hello everybody, good evening. Welcome back to a little Jays talk. We're going to be recapping the game between Toronto Blue Jays and Washington Nationals as the Blue Jays move to 3-2 by downing Washington 5-2. We're going to be recapping the whole game, but first drop a like and please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It'll really help us out moving forward. Thanks a lot for that. On the mound for the Blue Jays was Bowden Francis. A lot of people were, asking questions about Bowden Francis because last year he started the year in a rough spot. He got sent down to the minors and he comes back up in the second half looking like Cy Young himself. This spring he was a little bit shaky, so it led to some, as I say, question marks, I would say, from a portion of the fan base. I think he pretty much, Washington isn't the best team out there most likely, but you know what? I think he answered a lot of questions and put a lot of the doubts to rest. He comes out and has a very good first inning, clean, keeps it 0-0. Mike Soroka, the Canadian kid from Calgary, comes out. He puts us up, 3 up, 3 down, has a clean inning himself. It's 0-0 through 1. In the second inning, Bowden is just cruising, 3 up, 3 down. And then we finally get to Soroka here. The 4-hitter, you guessed it, Andres Gimenez hits his 3rd home run of the year. A no-doubter, if I might say so myself. It's 1-0 Blue Jays, and we are off and running. Alejandro Kirk, Springer, and Wagner all go out, and the inning is over. But yeah, we're up 1-0 through 2. Bowden's still cruising through 3, which gets us through to the bottom of 3, where Nathan Lucas lines out, then Alan Roden hits a double to right field. Bo Bichette grounds out to second base, but Alan Roden's able to move up. And then Guerrero Jr. doubles to right, scoring the run. And this one, he thought he had fouled it off, actually. It was kind of a double take. And from watching it on TV, it looked like it was a foul ball. And you're kind of going, man. And then all of a sudden he starts running. And you're going, oh, okay, where's this one going? And sure enough, it drops in right down the line to score the run. Beautiful stuff from Vladdy. Way to stay on it. Bowden Francis still cruising through 4. 3 up, 3 down. Still 2-0 Jays. Mike Soroka starts to get into a little bit of trouble in the bottom of 4. As Gimenez walks, Kirky doubles to right, Gimenez scores. Springer then strikes out, not what you want to see. Wagner singles to center, but because Kirky is so, let's just say, slow, he's only able to move up to 3rd. He had a bad jump on the ball, and he's not the fastest guy, so he really didn't have a chance to score there. But then Nathan Lucas hits a lazy ground ball over to 3rd. Gets Kirk to score. Wagner's out at 2nd, but they were unable to turn 2. So yeah, really good team baseball there, extending the lead 4-0. And that's something that I'm really liking so far is the small ball. It'll be great once we start hitting home runs, and that will come. How juiced the ball looks this year. And some of the hitters we have on our team, like Vladdy and Santander and Bo, are eventually going to get their power swings going. But yeah, for the time being, while we haven't had the home runs, we've been really good at manufacturing runs. I've really enjoyed watching this brand of baseball. Top of 5, Bowden. What can you say? 3 up, 3 down again. Clean through 5 for him. Bottom of 5, Soroka shuts us down. 3 up, 3 down. Then we get to the 6th. So, top of 6, Bowden Francis comes in, and this is where the announcers did mention that he had a couple ticks maybe drop off his fastball. Just a little bit of the crispness was fading. And I mean, it's the first start of the year. He's getting to be around the 70, 75 pitches at this point in time. Gets Young to strike out, but then allows a home run to Abrams. And then a home run right after that to Wood. So it was kind of, he actually had a no-hitter going until this point, and then just bang, bang, 2 home runs, 4-2 Blue Jays still. They end up settling down, getting out of the inning. He got a 6 strong. That's all you can ask for out of your starter. That's a quality start for those of you that don't know. 6 innings pitched and anything 3 or less earned runs. So great stuff from Bowden. Way to really gut it out and finish that 6th because, as I've said in a few videos now, getting 6 is the real tipping point for, a bullpen especially. You can keep 3 quality arms fresh in the bullpen moving forward at a time, but when you're having to do 4 and 5 innings, it really does expose your bullpen. But with that being said, Sims came in with a ERA of I think 40 on the year, and somehow he keeps a clean inning. Colin Poche, he used to play for the Tampa Bay Rays. He was actually decent back in the day. I don't know. He had an ERA of around 40 or something like that himself. So they've had a rough start to the year for sure. But yeah, they were able to keep it scoreless between the 2 of them. They were able to keep it 4-2 with only 1 hit. Nick Sandlin comes in to pitch the top of 7 for us. And he has a clean inning. He lets up a single, but that's it. They don't progress the runner. They don't even really threaten there. And as I've mentioned, he looks incredibly tough to hit. He's basically his worst enemy is himself, just keeping the ball around the zone and making good pitches because he just does not let up any hard contact. Bottom of 7, they shut us down with Salazar pitching. Brendan Little then comes in. He runs into a bit of trouble. He lets up a single to Wood, and then he lets up a single to Ruiz. But he hunkers down, gets the lefty-on-lefty matchup, and gets a strikeout against Lowe, and then gets Bell to fly out to left field. And that was actually one down the line that if you're familiar with the camera angles there, you can't really see what's going on in the corner. So Davis Schneider disappeared into the night, and then it eventually pans to him, and he's holding the ball standing there in the corner. So there was a brief moment of nerves on my part anyways, but yeah, it was a nice grab by Schneider, apparently. And yeah, they keep it 4-2 Jays heading into the bottom of 8. This is where things get, good and bad. I was happy with this inning, but it also irked me, and you'll find out why. So Andres Gimenez just continues to do Gimenez stuff. He comes up in doubles, and for as much as we've talked about him batting cleanup, I don't think these home runs are going to keep going. Like 3 in 5 games is obviously an unsustainable pace, but there's nothing about his swing and contact that screams fluke to me either. Like this double opposite field was absolutely roped over the left fielder's head into the gap, and he is making some really, really nice contact. Like I say, he may not keep up the home runs, but I think he's going to keep getting doubles and triples even with his speed. Kirky comes up behind him, singles Gimenez over to third, so you've got first and third now with none out. George Springer rips one through the left side, and again, I think he was 2 for 4 tonight. Springer looks really good. He had a strikeout, but I mean, he comes through clutch here, makes it 5-2, gives you that little bit of breathing room for what would be your closer. I guess Hoffman's off tonight, but he just gives you that extra run of space that you need. And then you've got Clement singling, Springer to second, Kirk to third. So you're sitting with bases loaded, none out. You're thinking 5-2, bases loaded, none out. This is our game to put away. Schneider lines into a double play. It's kind of a lazy fly ball to the second baseman. Looked like it might have gone over his head. Ernie Clement takes off to second. Second baseman actually catches it and then doubles him off at first. Not ideal, really an inning killer there. And then Alan Roden hits a lazy pop-up to the shortstop that had no chance of doing anything. So you go from bases loaded, none out, to 0 runs, 3 out. It was just, all the things leading up to that, really, really good. And then all of a sudden, you kill your inning just by brain dead plays and not executing. So yeah, something to clean up for sure. And luckily they got away with it in a game where they ended up ultimately winning 5-2. And in the bottom of the 9th, Jimmy Garcia came in to give Hoffman a day off, and he was just what Jimmy's been all season so far. Got a ground out, then strikeout. He's overpowering. He's hitting like 96, 97, 98 with the fastball. His off-speed, breaking balls, everything looks dirty. And you know what? As long as he's healthy this year and Hoffman stays healthy, that back end looks phenomenal. So, yeah, 5-2 Jays. Let me know if you guys watched the game, what your thoughts were. What did you notice? What did you like? What did you not like? Let me know in the comments below, all right? We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.